Creators, do you feel like your wedding videos are dry, boring, and they aren't leading you to get more wedding bookings? Well, if you're a wedding videographer and you want to level up those wedding videos, I have three things that will turn those dry videos into bangers. But also, stick around to the end where I'll be giving away my trick on how I've been able to book more weddings. Alright, so I've been shooting weddings for roughly about 5 years, right? And to be quite honest, be bluntly honest, when I first started out, my wedding videos were, let's just say trash. Trash is a good adjective for it. So they were very trash. I was used to shooting events like baby showers, birthday parties, event recaps. But when I got into weddings, I thought it'd be the same thing, and it wasn't. So I ran into issues such as not knowing how to color videos, not having audio, not having lights, not using the proper frame rate. It was a lot of issues. Yeah, tragic. But in the last, let's say 2 to 3 years, I've been able to level up my wedding significantly, hopefully I said that right, by using these 3 techniques that I'm about to show you today. First thing is just having good lights. Before, if I was shooting a wedding, whatever lights they had at the venue, the lights that we're using. If it was house lights, if it was no lights, if it was whatever the case may be, that's what I was using. And sometimes I used to work for parties and other events, but at weddings, you desperately need lights, no matter what it is. So even if you're lighting up the wedding cake, you need a light. If you're doing some creative shots with just the bride and groom, you need a light. If you just need a spotlight for the reception, you need the light. So make sure you have a light. Otherwise, your videos will look dry and flat is definitely what you do not want when you're shooting weddings. Number 2 is making sure audio is a priority. So before, I was just doing the generic thing of just finding the song and letting that play throughout the whole wedding video. And that gets very boring, it gets very monotonous, and it doesn't really tell the story of the wedding. So what I've been able to do lately is, so for the ceremony, I make sure the groom is mic'd up so you can hear everything that him and his bride are saying up at the altar. Another thing that I've started to use was try to find moments throughout the whole wedding day where I can get wedding clips of the best man, the maid of honor, the matron of honor, the parents of the bride and groom. Get the audio of the toast. Just find different moments where you can actually take audio from the day and then use that into your wedding video. What that does is it makes sure that it pretty much just tells the story of that wedding day from different people. Instead of just hearing the voice of the bride or the groom, you're hearing it from the grandmother of the bride, you're hearing it from the mother of the groom, the best friend of the bride. You're just getting lots of different audio clips that you can actually use and incorporate into your video, and that just makes an overall better video. And lastly, the thing that I've been able to use to help make my wedding videos that much better is having a second shoot. So before, for the first year or 2, I was definitely shooting all weddings by myself, like lonely, solo, dolo, one camera, one angle, and that's it. And then after that, I was pretty much testing out different shooters, and nobody really kind of held up. But in the past 2 or 3 years, I found the right shooter who can help me out, my man Cap. But just having the right second shooter and you guys can kind of vibe off of makes your wedding videos that much better. Because while you're getting the main shots, they can get a nice secondary shot, or they can get some creative shots. And just being able to switch up the type of shots that you're using in your videos is ultimately going to make your shots and make your videos and make your wedding stories that much better. So those are my tips on how to actually improve your wedding visuals that will ultimately lead you to getting more bookings. But since we're talking about bookings, let me give you my trick. The trick that I've actually been able to use over the last year or 2 that's taken my bookings from 10 a year to 25, 30 a year. And that trick, are you waiting on it? That trick is take moments of the wedding day. Are you following me? You got me? And turn those into short form videos that you put on your social media. So what I've been able to do is I'll take a moment such as the bride tossing the bouquet, or the groom getting the garter off the bride, or a great moment with a toast, or just different moments throughout that day. Or I started to use this a lot lately, but if there's a sorority or a fraternity moment, I include that, because I know a lot of people are in those sororities or those frats and they're going to share it. So just find those raw moments throughout that wedding day. The moments that you be like, oh, that was dope. Or, you know, that almost made me cry. That almost made me tear up a little bit. And just take that one moment, make it a clip, and put it out on your social media. Not only is the bride and groom going to share it, but the people that were at their wedding are going to share it, and then people who can just relate to it or felt something by these moments are going to share it as well. That leads to brand exposure, brand awareness, and that, my friend, leads to more bookings. So that's all I got for this video. Hopefully these tips will help you scale up your wedding videos and just lead you to booking more clients, putting out some dope videos, and just scaling your wedding videography business. So that's all I got for today. If you like this video, hold around for like 20 seconds because I have this video right here that you're probably gonna love. So instead of waiting for this video to end, go ahead and just click that video, and I'll see you on the other side. You enjoy yourself.